Shall we play a game? Oaks Game Room says. Yes. Yes, we shall. One of us. One of us.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Oak's Game Room. I'm Oak. Today, I'm going to do a continuation of the last vid I put up, where I showed you all this little house that we built up here, and our garden, which I'm sure you remember all this. If you don't, go back and look at the last vid. I'll name this vid the same as I did the other one, but part 2, so that it will be easy for you to to distinguish. And without further ado, I'll go ahead and go to the new stuff, because I wanted to show you something that, a couple of things we have built since the last time you saw us. Look out there. Look out there. What is that? Is that a bottle rocket? It is not. It's a lighthouse. Alright, you remember the deck here that I built out back, and got our nice views over there. Well, I can't remember if I mentioned in the last vid or not, but I had been contemplating building something over there with a wooden walkway and a catwalk out through there, which I did, as you can see there. And I will pop into God mode here really quick so that I can come out and just show you what that looks like from out here, because when we run across it, most of that stuff is going to be hidden unless we come out to the side. And also, here before I go over there, this is something you couldn't see the last time in the last vid on this deck, was these these 3 supports under here. Now I built this deck out of reinforced concrete and came straight out of the mountain with it there, and that deck was freestanding before I put those supports down there. I put them there just in case zombies would make their way up here, a wandering horde or something, and start beating around on the bottom of this. We would have some extra support out here, but this will support itself if it's reinforced concrete out that far. But anyway, you didn't get to see those supports last time, so there those are. And I'll fly out here really quick, and this is our lighthouse, and I put windows in here, and there's business class in each one of these windows right there. And there's the top, and there's 3 candles, and there's business class here as well to keep people from falling off that are prone to falling off and breaking their leg. Not me, but I hear some people have a problem with falling off things and breaking their leg. Wouldn't be me. Cough cough. But I put glass in there to keep that from happening to said people. And come down here, and this is what it looks like from up here. It turned out really well. And this is white concrete paint, that's red concrete paint, and this is black marble floor, and it reflects really well, as you can see with the sun. It looks pretty neat. Little antenna at the top, and we've got things down here to where when you're inside you can look straight up, and there is business glass there as well to keep the rain from falling on your head. So with that, come back over here, and we will walk it down our stairs, and there's our little bird's nest left there, and candles. And we'll run across through here, and you can see you can get a nice hey don't be messing up my video. Don't be messing up our video. Nasty bum. Anywho, as I said, a nice tranquil peaceful day, no zombies now, and got a nice view from up here. You can look out each side. Look out each side. Really nice view. Pretty up here. I left that tree. Great big old evergreen tree there. And we come all the way out here. Nice view from here, each side. And come on out, and our wooden catwalk with railings, which is what's all the way across there, we turn it into flagstone here, make it a little more sturdy. I thought I heard something else. Make it a little more sturdy when we get up here, and we can come through the door here and get that back out of my hand. And we have a hatch here that goes all the way down to ground level, which I'll show you in a minute. But here are the windows, and you can see in the corners there the discoloration at the edge. That's business class. So there's business class here, and I'm not going to stop at each one. You can see them as I go by. Sorry if you get dizzy as we go up. And we are at the top. We have made it to the top, and I took the pillar all the way up through, and there's us looking up, like I was telling you before, how you can see up to the sky. We made it really neat. And we come out here, and this is business class as well. As you can see the discoloration there at the edge. We run into it. We just slide back and forth on that business class. And I would laugh my butt off if one of these was missing and I went all the way off the edge. But not that that would ever happen to me. No. And we got our 3 candles on each side, and there's looking back across to our deck. And here's looking out this side. It's a really cool view from everywhere. It turned out really nice. So we can see all the way over to the town. It's pretty neat. And I hope you like that. It was a lot of fun to build. And we get back to the bottom, and I'll show you what the deal is with this. You remember in the last video where I took you to the bat cave, which is right underneath of our house over there. This, I've got a hay bale at the bottom, so I'm going to drop. Oh my God. That's a heck of a drop. And we are now all the way down to ground level. I made a 1 wide 4-door here, but made it tall enough to where it didn't feel cramped. And there's our candles. The candles up there. And I have my light off. I've got my headlamp, and I turn it off. So this is all with no light in here but the candles. And we've got 1 door right here and 1 out there, and I'll show you why. There's that one. Alright, I'm looking back at the lighthouse. I'm going to go into God mode and slide out. Alright, now we're out in under the ground looking at this. That goes out to there, but I made a collar, for lack of better terms, I made a collar around that area of the passageway, because right here is where I hit stone. So there was stone here, and there's a little dirt here, but it does butt up with stone right here. So I built this collar right where the stone ended and the dirt began. So zombies could dig down through this dirt and get into this fairly easily if they wanted to. So there's a door here to protect that, and to discourage them from getting in here or getting this far in the first place. I put another door out here, and I will just back out, and you can see how we built this out here, and that is the entrance and exit up to the lighthouse. And you remember, I'm just going to go into God mode to make this quicker, because I've already showed you this. I already showed you this on another video. But here's the entrance to the bat cave. This, I just wanted to show you, in comparison where that doorway was and this one was. And you go through here, this is the bat cave that I showed you. And up top there is our little house where we started. There's our walkway across to the lighthouse. There's the shaft going down, and there's the passageway going down over there. And also down here, I will go ahead and come back straight. I'm going straight down from the bat cave, and I expanded this a little bit at the bottom. So I'll show you this really quick before we move on to the next thing. But you remember before in the last vid, this was a lot tighter quarters down here, and I didn't have this running all the way around. Well, I actually edited some things back in here too. I'll go into God mode, slide in. I put iron bars up here, and then painted the top right there to where make it look like vents, and put curved brick in here and all that kind of stuff for the campfires. Made it look pretty cool, I thought. And we come in here and did the same thing in here. Made a higher ceiling and had the iron bars, and we got the vents up top for aesthetics, and put the curved brick in here as well. And so I changed that, made that look a little better. And also I took this all the way around inside here and put some chairs in here and tables, make it look comfy. And the 3 mixers were right over here the last time you saw them, and they were kind of in the way, and so I decided to just expand it all the way around and put the mixers here and the concrete stuff up there, and the table saw. Got some saw horses back here, our workbench and workbench items there, table saw items up there, chem station, chem items up there. And all the rest of this is exactly the same as you remember it. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that, how that was different now. And I'm going to go back up and go way out here and head to a little base, if I can remember which one it was. Where was this one? I think it's this one. The wooden one is the one that I'm looking for. I'm moving so fast. There it is. I'm moving so fast the stuff's not loading in like it should. Alright, now this is the base. This is the last thing I want to show you. This is the base that Cy and Rock built. From the inside is an idea that Cy got from Z Nation's channel, and it's the barbed wire. As you can see, let me go back into God mode. Get out of there. If you can see the barbed wire on the sides here, over there and over here, and then you have poles turned sideways, laid down, and there's one pole here and one pole on the other side. Well, this barbed wire, it takes up one voxel as far as slowing you down. So if you put barbed wire there, these two inner voxels right here are completely filled up with the slowing effect of the barbed wire, but it does not hurt you, and you can't damage the barbed wire. So see that slowing effect? And as soon as you get out of it, you run at normal speed, but that slows you down is what that does. And the purpose for that is to slow the zombies down whenever they get inside. Now, we had this built a little different to begin with, and I was mentioning that if we had stairs, they would come to the stairs and go up the stairs and not beat on the bottom, because we were having them beat on the bottom supports right here. And even building these just out of wood, now we did these in metal, just scrap metal now, and you can see how few materials it takes to actually build this. This is just flagstone and wood. That's it. And the barbed wire can be made right at the beginning of the game from iron as well. You know, your scrap iron. And then we have the elevators on the side, the elevator system that we use with the hatches. I'll show you that in a minute. But if you are up high and there is a really easy way to get to you, the zombies will use that every time. I.e., they won't hang around down here and beat on these supports. They'll go straight to these stairs, straight up the stairs, and try to get you on this level right here. When you're up here, they'll try to get to you up there. If they're feral, you know, on Horde Night, and any other time, if they hear you, or screamers, or anything like that, they'll come around, and if they detect you, they will go to you in the easiest manner that they possibly can. And if you have stairs, they will take those stairs. So we combined all those ideas and came up with this, and it works very, very well. And as a matter of fact, the base design that we're using now. And I'll show you here, or this is how the elevators work if you've never seen these or used these. You have a wooden plate at the bottom, craft you a wooden plate, lay it down first, and then put you a hatch every voxel all the way up as high as you want to go. And if you open up that bottom hatch and step into it, and the wooden plate lifts you up a little teeny bit so that you don't have to jump whenever you do this. So put you a wooden plate at the bottom, don't forget that. And come in here and close that, and boop, we're all the way up top. Check it out. Let me get back into God mode and show you. Look, it pulls you right straight to the top. And so there's an elevator on each side so that we can get up very quickly. And then we have this inside, and the zombies will go really slow through here. And if they get too far, they'll fall through these holes right here. And then they will circle back around, come back up the stairs, and they will rinse and repeat. And what you do is stand here with a melee weapon of your choice and smack them in the head as they're slowed down coming through here. And you can pretty much take care of them. And I'll show you here if I come out here and spawn some zombies. I'll spawn a couple of 3 Arlenes and 3 bikers. We'll make some noise so that they know where we are, and make some more noise. And at first they're going to go over there. They will come over here eventually though. And come over and approach them from the side. Try to get as many headshots in as you can. And keep backing up. And if you keep backing up, there is a lot better chance that they're not going to hit you. But you'll get better at that as it goes. And if this is a real situation, you'll be paying a lot closer attention than I am. I'm bleeding out. No, don't die. No. But this is how you do this. And if any of them fall through that hole, which I think, yep, one did. Okay. If they fall through the hole, they'll come back up and rinse and repeat. They'll come back up and rinse and repeat and come right down your... There, going up a bad shot today. They'll come back up and go right back down the little barbed wire lane there. And that's all you have to do. And you save ammunition. You don't have to worry about bullets at the beginning of the game or ever. I mean, if you make it to keep it, keep it as your base design, you don't have to worry about bullets or anything. Just use your melee weapon, and all you have to worry about then is repairing your melee weapon with materials you can mine. So it works out really well. But anywho, that's about all there is to the base. I mean, on the other server, which I'll show you here sometime, I logged into it, we wiped it, and I logged into it and found a ranger station and converted a ranger station into this style of base. Excuse me, and saved on a lot of materials, and to use the materials that we'd normally use to build this to build a box up on top here and put all of our stuff in there rather than digging down the bedrock. Once you got that set up at the bottom, you don't have to worry about the screamers. Even if they do come, you don't have to worry about them because of the way that's set up. They'll just keep falling back, or you can go down and kill them. Or you can wait for them to scream and bring more zombies and get a bunch of XP by killing them like we were just doing down there. And I built a box up here and put our campfires and forges and all of our storage and our bedrolls up top here. Made just a little base on top of this and just used the top as a base and used the bottom as a killing floor. And it works really, really well. So I guess that's something I definitely wanted to mention. Just build your base right on top of here. Make sure you got good support at the bottom so it doesn't collapse, and you'll be in good shape. So that's what I wanted to show you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked the lighthouse over there and the catwalk out to it, and the nice tunnel, and the big fall that we had, and the changes to the bottom underneath the back cave. And hope you like this new base design we're using, and try it for yourself, get you one built, and check it out. With that, as always, from oaksgameroom.com, I am Oak. Bye-bye.